This is gonna be chaotic. Hi! Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are making 2 inclusion sourdough loaves because I'm feeling crazy. I've been practicing my sourdough technique when you guys weren't looking. I've been sneaking into your houses and I've been using your kitchens. I have my own, but what's the fun in that? I like yours. I've gotten a bit better at making loaves. Gotten a bit better at it. I'm not great, but I'm good. Today we are recipe testing pesto mozzarella petunia sourdough. Petunia is the name of my starter, my beautiful, gorgeous girl. Anyway, we are recipe testing pesto mozzarella and chocolate chip cinnamon swirl, inspired by my mom's chocolate chip cinnamon swirl coffee cake. I'm also recipe testing that for my sister's birthday. That's gonna be her birthday present. She's gonna love it because I made it. And I'm pretty good at baking. Pretty good at it. Without any further ado, take it away, Yesterday Julia. Today's sourdough recipe is brought to us by Sourdough Cassie on TikTok. I will put her handle right here. Petunia was full to the top. I did knock her down a little bit for ego purposes. Sometimes she just needs that. I love you, girl. Sometimes you just need that. But can you see how active she is? We are going to go in with 250 grams of active petunia. Ooh, too much. Ooh, wait, no, right on the money. 250 exactly. What a roller coaster of emotions we were just taken on by my kitchen scale. Oh, that's beautiful. You know, it really can be a beautiful thing. Goose, get off of my bookshelf. Goose, get off of my bookshelf. He thinks that he can read. He can't read. I don't care if he goes on the bookshelf, but recently he's been doing this thing where he like fucks with everything on it. I don't really care for that. Are you cleaning your penis on my bookshelf? I guess you can do that, just don't mess with anything. I don't like these power plays you've been doing recently. You're 8 pounds. I will always be stronger, Goose. Stop it, stop it, stop. Get out of there. Please find something to do. Zeroing out the scale. 640 grams, oh, warm water. I got a bunch of cold water. I need warm water. I've made enough bread to know that this is not what I needed. 640 grams of warm water. Warm water. Okay, warm. 640 grams is kind of a lot of water. This is a whisk I'm willing to take from your house where it came from. For those of you who cannot see because you can't because this bowl is metal, Petunia's floating. I hope you can see that. I'm gonna give her a little swizzle around with my whisk, little mixy-do. Back on the kitchen scale we go. 1,050 grams of bread flour. My cats are having a day right now. Ignore the noises in the background. It's just them. And because of this lovely microphone that I have right here, you're gonna hear it. Oh wow, okay. All right. 1,050 grams of King Arthur, not sponsored, King Arthur bread flour. I stopped buying the organic because I didn't know that there was a regular option. Ooh, oh, it's splashing. Boom. And 20 grams of plain old Jane old salt. I'm not gonna zero out the scale. I know how to do simple math. 1 more gram. Ooh, 2 grams too many. What? God, I hate when I do too much salt. It's just gonna be 1 gram extra and the bread's gonna be great. Okay, that's everything that goes into Petunia. She's a simple lady, despite what the media has to say. Never believe it. Let's get her in here. For all the cooking and baking I've done on this YouTube channel, I've never featured my stand mixer, which was a lovely gift from off-camera boyfriend's grandmother. I've been using this instead of my dough whisk recently because I don't want to mix it by hand. There is currently a shield over it, and I apologize that you can't see what's going on in here, but it's protecting both you and I from a flour explosion, baker's asthma, and enough sadness to last a lifetime. So I assume that you'll understand. Brief intermish. Gotta scrape down those sides, queen. Like a side scraper. Petunia, you have to let go. Release me! Let's keep this party going. This is basically just doing what I don't have the patience to do, and that is kneading it for a few extra minutes to strengthen the gluten so that on the back half of this, I have less work to do. She's not climbing as much as she normally does. Being very well behaved today for all of us. Okay, oh, we got a climber. All right, this is feeling wet. Feeling real wet. That's fine. That's okay. She's a climber. Okay, all right. I think that she has enough gluten strength for now. I usually wear gloves when I'm handling Petunia because she loves to hold her mommy's hand. And that's all fine and good, but we're trying to wean her off of that. There are no mommies to hold your hand out in the real world where you will be an accountant at a firm. Petunia is my daughter, and I will raise her how I see fit. She will be an accountant, the first ever bred accountant. God, it's just like the stickiest thing on earth. I'm having revelations. How did the guy who wrote Diary of a Wimpy Kid even procure Zooey Mama in his brain? It's just so good. We're gonna shower cap her, and I'm gonna set a timer for bulk fermentation started at 11:56. Yeah, yes, 43 minutes. We set a timer. I'm gonna leave her to relax. Oh, before I do that, this is what she looks like right now, a little rough with some dry patches. Don't even worry your pretty little mind. She's gonna be 2 beautiful loaves of bread. You're gonna be shocked at how good they taste because I'm sending some to your house. Don't worry, I do have your home address. Okay, see you in 43 minutes, babe. Actually, I'm gonna see you sooner than that because we're gonna make pesto. See you when it's pesto time in like 5 minutes. Here's what they don't tell you about pesto. You can literally do whatever you want. I make pesto based off of vibes. Get my blade in my food processor. I whipped this out just for you. I hope you feel very special. All right, first I think I'm gonna go in with, I guess, my sun-dried tomatoes. I'm just gonna start with one. If I need another one, I'll add another one. And then here I have 4 small cloves of garlic. I'm gonna start with 2. We can always add garlic. We cannot take out garlic, ladies. For all my vampires out there, you can just leave it out. Next, we're gonna go in with just a little bit of lemon juice and all of our basil. Yeah, and all of our basil. Pesto is vibes. We're gonna do a little bit of S&P. And I guess I'm just gonna drizzle in the olive oil while it's going. I'm noticing that nothing in here is moving. Guess I'll add a bit of Parmesan. A bit more lemon. This made like actually no pesto. We have some basil pesto. It's nut free because we have a nut allergy in the house. No, it's not mine. I am not weak. Don't worry. Your fearless leader is not weak of body. And that's the timer for stretch and folds. This is gonna be chaotic. Short circuit for a second. The time has come for stretch and folds number 1. That was chaos, by the way. That pesto, I still haven't even put it away. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna put it away. Here's how she's looking. She smells so good. And stretch, 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 stretch. And fold, and turn. And I'm just gonna keep going until she tells me that she's done being messed with, which she's pretty good about. I'm gonna go temp my dough off camera. I'll be right back. According to Petunia's temperature and the Aliquot method bulk fermentation chart, we need to get 43 grams of Petunia into the Aliquot jar. 45. Get 2 grams out of there. Boom, 43 grams. I'm now going to press Petunia until she's flat to the bottom to the best of my ability. It's so hard to get it into like an even layer. We did our best. What do we think? Seal up my alicot jar and pop her right on top like a cute little cherry. All right, now I'm gonna cover up Petunia and set a timer for 30 minutes. Bada bing, bada boom. My hand is wet. Get in there, yeah. We are now going to do our second set of stretch and folds, and then we're gonna transfer Petunia into a glass bowl. Now I'm going to remove my alicot, alicote, algor, I don't know. Same process as before. The dough now has a bit more structure to it, so it should be easier. Stretch and fold. Petunia is about done being messed with. Grab my unoiled glass bowl. Start the gentle process of transferring her over. Now, we are going to transfer her. We never turned the AC back on. It is hot as balls in here. Getting Petunia into her new bowl. Boom. Guys, I hope you know, I am filming all these videos from your apartment. This is our shared home. It's your apartment. This is just a set behind me that I put up in your apartment. Hope you're cool with that. Place my alicot right on top. Cover and let rest for 30 more minutes. I'll be back. Now we are going to do our first set of coil and folds. How is this different? You'll see. You will, I promise. Alicot is rising, looking good. So before we were just going in with one hand, stretching one side at a time. This time we're gonna take 2 hands and go in from the middle, join hands underneath and pull up. Make the bowl move a little. All right, and then fold it over itself. Let go. The dough did not release from the sides of the bowl that weren't lifted. So I'm gonna lift from the same side again. So now we start working more on the other side. Fold it over itself. Same thing, in from the middle. She's releasing. Fold. I'm gonna call that good. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. It's fine. It's fine. If it's not strong enough next time, I can always do more. There are no laws against this. I can't tell if I'm more excited for the pesto mozzarella loaf or the chocolate cinnamon swirl. Let her sit and rest for 30 minutes. I'll see you then. Hopefully this is our last set of coil and fold. Sometimes she needs another one. She's feeling pretty strong today though. Alicot check. She looks like she's gonna be at the top within the next like hour. If you'll recall, last time we made sourdough, it took me like hours and hours and hours and hours and hours for bulk fermentation to finish. Look how far we've come. Let's see how far we've come. Let's see how far we've come. I believe the one can be our song. All right, going in again. She released. Success. I'm gonna check on her in 30 minutes. I'm not gonna do another coil and fold, but I am gonna check on her. So I will see you then. We are now going to check Petunia. The alicot is not quite at the top. We're fermenting. We have some bubs. That's how I say bubbles. We are seeing some bubs on the surface. She's not pulling away from the bowl quite as easily as I would like her to yet. Yeah, we're gonna check back in another half hour. I assume that Petunia is done fermenting. And in that assumption, I have scraped every last crumb I could find off of my counter with a bench scraper and disinfected the surface. With bleach and a wipe. Technology. I did not just fart or shit myself, it was my glove. Please tell me that you believe that I did not just fart or shit myself. The alicot has reached the top. Next, I'm going to take a bowl of plain drinking water, filtered, And my really dirty kitchen scale. Okay, now I'm gonna show you fast. Now it's gone. It's really dirty. I'm going to get my hand with my glove wet, get some water on the surface, and get Petunia out of her bowl. She should just come out nice and clean, but I'll give her a little boost. Clean-ish. I'm going to tare the bowl on my kitchen scale and give her a little way. Back at it, here we go. All right, clean again. Now we're gonna get our handy dandy bench scraper, which I immediately got dough on the handle of, but it's fine. And we are going to divide Petunia in half. Now, I'm gonna stretch her out a little bit. I know it's not all the way in the shop, but we have limited space, guys. We have limited space. Now that that's flat, I am going to take some of my cinnamon sugar. I think I made way too much now that I'm looking at this. Do you guys think that's good? Would you tell me if it was good? Chocolate chips. I didn't have enough last time, so now I'm kind of just like going John Ham, you know? All right. Fold this into thirds. More cinnamon sugar. More chocolate chips. It smells so good. Give her another fold. Cinnamon sugar. Growing up, my mom made this like cinnamon chocolate chip coffee cake, and my goal was for it to taste like that. Roll. Get in there. No. Stay. Push and pulls. Sorry I'm being silent. I'm really scared of us having a breach. Okay, all right, I gotta stop fucking with this. We're done fucking with it. We're done fucking with it. Not my best transfer. It's fine. Stitch up anything weird. This one's going to the fridge. All right, see you in the morning, girlfriend. Round 2, pesto. This is flattened out into a nice little sheet. Pesto. Let me actually grab an offset spatula. Ooh, big chunk of garlic. It's gonna be really, really yummy. That doesn't look like enough pesto. I think that's good. Good base layer. Nervous. Very nervous. Cheese. Get a good sprinkle on there. Fold 1/3 over. More pesto. Maybe a little less dough than what I started off with here. Cheese. Be brave, fold. Okay. Pinch the sides. Get everything nice and sealed. Pesto. Stressing myself out, adding more. Oh no, more flavor. Ah, somebody help. The last of the cheese. I might add a little bit more cheese than this. No, I won't. I'm gonna show restraint, and I'm now going to fold in the cheese. R.I.P. legend Catherine O'Hara. Okay. Petunia, please behave. Oh, she's busting out all sorts of crazy everywhere. Oh, 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 oh. It's okay. It's okay. This one was a mistake. This is too wet. Oh my God, it's stuck to the water bowl. No, this is a mess. There is a trail of water coming from the bowl where I spilled the water. Make it work, Julia. Make it work. I have very low hopes for this loaf. Okay, let's get this shit shower capped and in the fridge immediately. All right, see you tomorrow. Oh God. I'm back. It's the next day, and now we are going to bake Petunia. We are going to start with the pesto mozzarella loaf. I am so nervous, deeply nervous about the pesto mozzarella loaf. I have here a sheet of brown parchment paper. I am going to crumple this up. It'll be fine. Sensitive. It's gonna help Petunia keep her nice round shape in the oven instead of getting crinkled by the rougher edges of parchment paper. I crinkled that away from the mic. I'm now going to unfurl my ball. Is that what you would say? I'm gonna straighten it back out. I'm now going to flatten it out on my surface. It's gonna be fine. Everything is gonna be fine. You and I are in agreement. We're in agreement that it's gonna be fine. Awesome. Let me go grab her. Guys, I fed Petunia last night. Look how much she grew. Love her, love Petunia. I'm also drying some Petunia right now to send to my brother. Okay, pesto mozzarella. We have got to stay focused. I am not going to score a design into it because I really just want to get it into the oven as fast as possible. So we're just gonna do like a quick cross and then get the Dutch oven as fast as possible. I'm now going to grab Petunia from the freezer. Why is she in the freezer, you ask? To firm her up a little bit before I score her. I also found that when I freeze my loaves for an hour before I bake them, they rise more. I don't know. King Arthur bread flour. My favorite bread flour ever, not sponsored. Wish it was so bad. King Arthur. Check the bio for my business email, girl. You know where to find me. Let me also get the link. Let me make sure I'm prepared. I have a trivet and my oven mitts right there for my Dutch oven, which is preheating. Parchment paper, bread flour, lame. Petunia. Hey girl, you're so cold. I'm seeing that some of this pesto has ruptured. I'm gonna flour the surface anyway, but you know. I like to put my hands just on top of Petunia, like my fingers like this, so that when I flip, I have a second to make sure it's centered before I release. Okay. So flip and release. She's sufficiently floured on the top, quick cross. We're gonna say that's the middle, even though it probably isn't. Boom. Dutch oven. I am now going to transfer Petunia into the Dutch oven. Make sure that there are no pointy pieces of parchment paper, making sure that I'm only touching the parchment paper and not the Dutch oven. Very important step. Don't burn yourself. It's a 450-degree cast iron pot. You guys couldn't even see that. I'm so sorry. Put the lid on and bring her back to the oven. Now I'm going to set a timer for 40 minutes. I have a cookie sheet on the bottom rack to make sure that the bottom of Petunia doesn't burn. Amazing. I accidentally had a spell cast on me that permanently made these my hands. I'm gonna figure out how to reverse that in the next 40 minutes because I kinda need these. All right, be right back, you guys. Guys, we are T-minus 6 seconds out from Petunia being ready. It smells so good in here. It smells amazing. You don't understand. Oh, that's our timer. To Petunia, I'm on my way. God, it's so heavy every time. Are we ready? Whew, so much steam. She got so big. Back into the oven for 11 minutes. See you in 11 minutes, girl. Team, we are T-minus 21 seconds out from Petunia's timer going off again. I'm so excited, can you tell? Can you tell that I'm so excited? Heavy girl. Ooh. So gorgeous. She looks really good. I would pick her up to show you, but she is currently a whopping 450 degrees. So I don't know why I became Eartha Kitt to tell you that, but I did, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna take a small break, and then I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna bake the other loaf. I'll see you guys then. Let's score the cinnamon chocolate chip loaf. I am recipe testing this for my sister's birthday, so I'm really hoping that it turns out, and I'm very excited. Now, it is about to smell like pesto mozzarella cinnamon chocolate chip bread, and yeah, I'm a little bit nervous that that's gonna be nauseating, but I'm optimistic that the sweet smell of cinnamon chocolate chips will drown out the lovely savory smell of pesto and mozzarella cheese. Only one way to find out, shall we? Oh, Petunia! And just like last time, I'm going to get my little pinch of flour and flour what is going to be the bottom of our bread. Gonna need a bit more than that, love. Recently learned about spotted dick. Craziest part, it's dessert. I guess dick usually is dessert. Am I right, ladies? Anyway. Just like last time, I am going to, it's just gonna be loud, bear with me. I'm going to lift up Petunia, put my hands on top of Petunia like so that when I flip her, I have a few seconds to make sure that she is centered. And now we are going to put some music over this, and I'm going to score a design. Into the oven for 40 minutes with the lid on. I'll be back. It's time to take chocolate chip cinnamon swirl petunia out of the oven. It smells so fucking good. Heavy as fuck. Ready? Oh, it smells good. She busted open in the side, but that's okay. God, I'm about to purple. It smells so good. That's the worst expansion score I think I've ever done. All right, back in the oven we go for like 10 to 11 more minutes. I'll see you in 10 to 11 minutes. T-minus 30 seconds until Petunia chocolate cinnamon is done. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. It smells so good. It smells like dreams and happiness in here. I love baking. You can just do that sometimes. It's like a Friday evening. No, it's not. It's a Friday afternoon. I'm just doing this. Yes. Okay. Petunia, you are a vision. Even though the score is like hilariously uneven over this way. Game plan. Scoop Petunia over. Get the cooling rack. Simply lift Petunia, put her here. Okay, great. They're kind of beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls. On the left, we have pesto mozzarella. And on the right, we have cinnamon chocolate chip inspired by my mom's cinnamon chocolate chip coffee cake. And it smells just like her coffee cake in here. I could cry. I am thousands of miles away from home, but I'm very excited. Yum. Okay, so this pesto mozzarella will be ready in like 2 hours-ish, and this one will be ready in 3 hours. I just want to like, you know? The time for that will come soon. I'll see you later. I'm back. It's finally time to cut this bread. I'm going to start with the pesto mozzarella because I don't want to get chocolate all over my cutting board. Once again, this cutting board's a little orange because I eat a lot of carrots. Here's how we're looking. Knock test. Anyone home? We're going for it. All right, I'm gonna show you guys first. Are you ready? Not the big fat hole. It's just a big fat hole. Big fat hole, anyone? All right, well, I bet it'll still taste really nice. Let's cut ourselves a piece. We have a nice piece with pesto and mozzarella. Let's give it a taste. That's so good. That is delicious. I don't even care about the big hole. The texture is light and fluffy until you get to the bottom. It's kind of dense down here. I had flour on my chin. I'm sure you saw it. This loaf is delicious. The pesto is amazing. It's amazing. The mozzarella is really good with the pesto too. Can't complain about that. The big hole in the middle knocks a few points off for me, but I'd still give it a solid like 7 out of 10. The time has finally come. We are going to cut the cinnamon sugar chocolate chip loaf. Here's how we're looking. And let's do that knock test. All right, moment of truth. Why are you ruining my moment of truth? There's a bug. This has become a moment of lies. Oh, crumbs everywhere. Okay. I don't have high hopes for this. All right. You would tell me if it looked bad, right? Okay. Oh! Looking very normal in here. Squish test. This isn't much of a cinnamon swirl, now is it? All right, let's try it. That's so good. The crust is so crunchy and delish. The inside is really fluffy and soft, and it needs more filling. Like some pieces have like a good amount of filling, and other pieces I feel like have like no filling at all. So I gotta figure out a better filling distribution, but I don't like adding the inclusions during stretch and folds. So I'll figure that out, that's my problem. But overall, I would rate this like a 7.5 out of 10, maybe an 8. Let's call it an 8 out of 10. It is delish. What are you still doing here? I thought I kicked your ass out moments ago. Ugh, well, it's been so fun hanging out with you anyway. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. If you saw something that you liked, just know that it's mutual. And make sure to check out my social media down below in the description box. And I will see you next time I come back to the channel to do something. Let me know what you would like me to do. All right, catch you next time. Bye. Bye. Goodbye. Finger guns again. They just keep happening. I'm sorry I keep shooting you with my finger guns. You have to run.